The Odd Pod.
Odd Pod. My Tunes guest this week, Scott Filbey, as I mentioned on Monday, restaurateur, raconteur. Let's talk today about Filbey's. So, do we need to fill in somewhere here between the office and Filbey's?
We've got another gap, and that was at the Glen Helen. Again, the people that were involved in previous projects on the island, we decided to do something else, and again asked if Adele and I would be interested in refurbishing the old hotel and lodge.
So, when you went to the Glen Helen, did you go there as a husband and wife team working together, or was it still you doing the bit and Adele was doing something else?
No, we were married the year before,
right.
So it was our first sort of new venture together as a married couple. Even though we'd been together before, this was our first one as a...
Sure.
So it was with the bar, restaurant, function room, and 17 bedrooms upstairs.
Yeah. So you're at the Glen Helen. You've got accommodation. You've got a function room.
Yep.
You've got kitchens. That's a lot of work and takes a lot of hours.
It was. Where we were pretty much just given it and let us to do it ourselves. It was a big challenge, and luckily enough we had a great team. We already knew great people on the island. A lot of them came with us to help us take on the challenge as well. And we had the staff always make everywhere as well. It's not about the chef or anything like that. You know, your whole team
Sure.
makes the place wherever you are. You all have to be, clogged together and working. And we were lucky enough to have that. And it all just ticked the right boxes. The hotel was very busy with people in the summer, obviously, TT. We would do maybe up to 40 weddings a year, again, which would involve a lot of the hotel with people coming over. And then the 70 seater restaurant in the front as well. So at the weekends it would be very, very busy, especially if we had like Wedding Friday, Wedding Saturday, Christening Sunday.
Yeah.
It was busy times.
I loved it down there because I used to do a few functions down there, and I think
I can remember that, yeah.
Beth Espy was married down there to Dan.
Beth and Dan were, yes.
They were, and I did the disco for it. Yeah, so there's some years gone by. That was lovely because just behind that, of course, at that time was the Swiss Chalet, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Swiss Chalet was there. You got the beautiful waterfall, which was great for pictures, and then obviously the Glen, which was fantastic for dogs. Walking right behind, and we lived upstairs at the time, and there's a 2-bedroom flat in the back. And I think that helped a little bit with the pressure of the work, because I know you're there 24/7, but you're not worrying about getting in, getting out. If there's a problem, you can solve it. And just to get away and walk, I can't remember how many times I walked up and down that Glen, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
But it was great just to get a bit of fresh air, and it's a wonderful place to live.
No, it's lovely down there, and if you've got a dog, take them down the Glen. It's fantastic down there, as long as you do the obvious thing and clear up after you. I'll just get off my soapbox. So after that you say, I'm going to take on this building in Peel, which had been a restaurant for a number of years under a number of different owners, and you opened what has now become known as Filbey's.
Yeah, I started the last sort of 3 years of the Glen Helen. I got involved in the kitchens again, and I don't know, I started getting excited again and wanting to get involved in that side again. And I thought, me and Adele think it was time for a change, time to do something else. We've done various things now on the island, and I thought I'd really love my own restaurant now, just to bring a great place. We lived obviously this side of the island, so I'd love to bring something to Peel. It had all the pubs, which, fantastic with all that, and I just wanted to bring something just a little bit sort of different. And then 2 premises came up. The one which was formerly Tiny's. Do you remember Tiny's?
No, I don't remember that. Where was that?
It's where the boatyard is now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But they were there at the time, and then I can't remember what the place was called.
There's been a number down there, hasn't there? Kilgallen's was one of them for a while. That's a few years ago.
Still up there in town.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So, to cut us a long story short, you've now sold that after how many years?
We've been there 10 years.
10 years, is it really?
It feels like a blink. I don't know where that time has gone.
No. I'm going to ask you, just off the cuff, what's the best way to cook an 8-ounce steak? And you have 30 seconds to tell me, and your time starts now.
8-ounce steak. Easy, nice hot pan. Pan's got to be hot.
Yeah.
Bit of oil, knob of butter.
Yeah.
Make sure it's hot, sizzling.
Yeah.
Depends how you have it, Chris. How do you have yours?
Rare.
Good boy. Not long then.
No.
Season it.
Still alive,
let it
preferably.
Still alive, not long.
No.
30, 40 seconds, depending on you're on gas or electric.
On one side,
Flip it
Yeah,
over.
flip
Chuck
it.
him some fresh herbs, thyme,
Yeah, yeah.
rosemary,
bit more butter.
bit more butter, a couple of clumps of garlic.
Yeah, baste it.
It's all about the basting.
It's all about the butter basting, isn't it?
Basting. If you're having
Absolutely.
it red, job done. If you're going a bit further, always let it rest just for a little bit while you make a sauce with your juices in the pan and that, and off you go.
Marvellous. You had a fantastic reputation at Filbey's, and so many people came from all over the island to see you. You've moved on. We're on to a new era in the Scott Filbey life, with Adele, of course.
And
let's
Jess
not
as
forget,
well, who's
and
still with us. She's in
and
Glasgow.
Jess. We ought to mention Jess, of course, because Jess has been with you for a number of years.
Can't get rid of her. We keep trying, but she's been with us 15 years now. She
Wow.
first started working for us at the age of 17 in the Glen Helen era,
Yeah.
and she's been with us forever since, and all throughout Filbey's.
And she's a dog lover as well, but she does wolves.
Yeah, she's got 2 huskies.
Oh, okay. I was going to call them wolves.
A lot of people do think they're wolves.
Yeah,
and
I
that
do.
They're going to eat them, but
Yeah, I think I always,
they're
whenever I
lovely
see
dogs.
them, I think they're going to bite my head off.
No, they're lovely, friendly dogs. They won't harm you at all.
I know that. All right, so we'll talk about the new era tomorrow, because we're recording this on the Friday before Manx Grand Prix. So you'll be at the grandstand from Sunday.
From Sunday we open and all the way through to
Tuesday,
It's
Monday,
Tuesday, isn't it?
Tuesday, yeah.
All the way through to Tuesday.
Okay, well, let's talk about that tomorrow, but we need to find out your third choice of song.
Third song today is one that gets me going in the morning if I go out for a run with the dogs or hitting the bag, and it's also from my love of films. I always watch these films if I just need to switch off. The films are Rocky, and the song is
Oh no!
Eye of
Not Eye of the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger. It gets me jogging in the morning. It
dear.
gets me going, and like I said, my love for I've got signed pictures and everything.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a crazy Rocky fan. I've got about 10 signed pictures and various different memorabilia things.
Have
and
you really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah.
Sylvester Stallone fan.
Unfortunately,
So
just
you're-
none of his other stuff, just Rocky mad. And
Okay.
this
Well.
always gets me going in the morning, whether it be the gym, running, or
So I can see you running up those steps and
Philly,
standing at the
running
top
up the
going,
steps.
Dad, you haven't.
yeah, I went to Philly
Have
a
you?
couple of years ago. And ran
Isn't
the
there a
Rocky
statue
steps.
up there of Stallone?
There is, just on the right hand side. It was great. I was like a kid in a can. I was just like, whoa.
The Odd Pod.